Welcome. This is our opportunity to look at prudence. We must consider Proverbs 14 verse 15, which states, "The simple believes anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps." In Hebrew, the words most commonly translated as prudence are orma, which means illustrates the aspect of wisdom or understanding, but especially craftiness, the deliberate planning or navigating one's landscape or situations. The other word is sekel, and it fits in within this broader framework of wisdom, highlighting the importance of discernment and insight in navigating life's complexities. In the Greek, if you look at these words in the Septuagint and in the New Testament, the word sunesis is most commonly used, and according to Strong's, it's defined as the ability to comprehend, discern, or have insight into matters, particularly spiritual truths. It implies a deep and thoughtful understanding that goes beyond mere knowledge, encompassing the ability to apply wisdom in practical situations. And this term is often associated with spiritual maturity and the discernment necessary for living a life pleasing to God. I considered that wisdom entails understanding the mind and purposes of God. For Jesus manifested the wisdom of God. In fact, he's defined as the wisdom of God in 1 Corinthians 1. So his wisdom is reflected in Christ, in that Jesus came to restore eternal order, God's long-term plan, if you wish, for eternity. So that was destroying the works of the devil and gaining us as collaborators in doing so, and yet at the same time marrying us in the process to become eternal partakers of the divine nature, being transformed as we do so, and to become more and more like him as the husband and wife become one in eternal sense. So wisdom always declares the will and purpose of God and always looks forward, whereas knowledge declares what has already been established in God. Prudence is the doorway into wisdom. That is the simplest way of understanding prudence. Prudence is the doorway, the threshold you must cross before you step into the wisdom of God. When faced with an issue, and that is any issue at all, prudence demands that we take a step back from our own analysis and understanding and then ask, Lord, what is your take on this or on things? So very, very important. Lord, what is your take? What is your perspective? That is prudence, is to take a step back and to ensure that you are actually collaborating with God rather than acting independently. And we have a beautiful promise that if we prudently commit our way unto the Lord, he will most certainly bring it to pass. Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." That's prudence. Lord, what is your take on things? And with that, blessings.